Hello?
Okay, I can
Okay,
hear you now.
okay.
Okay.
Something
Uh,
something wrong in my headset. Okay.
uh, Thank you for having me. So, would you like to discuss Taroko Gorge today?
Right. I like to discuss Taroko Goji. Have you ever heard Taroko Goji?
No, I haven't.
Taroko Goji pretty similar to the America's Grand Canyon. Mm.
Okay.
It is, it is, it is a river maybe million years ago, and they had already the water cut into the riverbed because the geoformation is the granite or the marble there, so the rock is very hard. So it cut into the river, and the river become deeper and deeper, and the river shape like the U shape, where the other river usually uh, the V shape, and where most of the river is U shape, and the they had I think this tourist attraction is the most beautiful in Taiwan. So the tourists from other country uh, usually like to visit this spot, and because people like to travel by themselves, they must read the guidebook, and it's induced in the guidebook. So uh, the the whole time I drive my car with my friend, and I in the middle, one Australian people hitchhike me, so I take him on the way to Taroko Gorge. I give him a ride, and that's more than 30 years ago when my children still in the primary primary school, and there many trail. The whole many, but I like to mention some of them. The whole trail I like to mention is Sakadang Trail. It is along Sakadang River. The Sakadang River, because the 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 rock is very hard, so there are little sand. So the water is very clean. So there are no sand. But the rock, they had many mineral, and so some mineral dissolved in the water, and the sunshine hit the water, the water become a little green color, very beautiful. I've been in this trail uh, before, and it is totally you like to take the trail, go and come back may take five hour. But usually people only tourists only take a little part of them only. And the second I'd like to mention is the Baiyang Trail. The Baiyang Trail, I ever been there one time, yes, also. And one people like to go to the they had nine slow past the nine tunnel. The last tunnel is called 水帘洞. Now 水帘洞 is some scenery described depicted in the very famous story about our last yesterday we talked about the Xianzhuang temple. The Xianzhuang is the great monk in the
Mhm.
Tang Dynasty who thinking the people explain the Buddha 是 Bible, Buddhism Bible, long maybe long, so he had to himself go to India and take 70 years. And that trip, some writer, the novelist, had to write some novel about his trip. So it is imaginary story. They depict them a monkey and a monkey and one is picker and one is another man, very ugly, and they three was his disciple, his follower, and they had many adventure in the trip to India, and so one of the scenery is Sri Dong. So in this tunnel is other nine tunnel is okay, but the last tunnel, it maybe some water in above the tunnel. So when they make the tunnel, the water flow into the tunnel, and there are many water. So that time when I been there, we was asked to prepare the raincoat. And today I also watch the video. It is made by a television program and
Mm.
then report, and they also to that tunnel. And this people build this trail is by our company, our Taiwan Power Company. By our Taiwan company like to make a dam there and to for build a hydraulic power plant there. But after the line tunnel, the Taiwan company decide to get up. They are not find it not suitable, and they become a tourist attraction. So many people like to take this trail, but it is to that the last tunnel. The last tunnel is most attractive, and so it is take people maybe only back and forth for 2 hours. So it is suitable for the tourist. So today and the television program is to go to the last tunnel and to report this. And they, before they enter the tunnel, a group of the foreigner, foreigner visitor coming out, and they are screaming in the tunnel because all of them didn't wear raincoats there, and the television. Uh, the reporter asked her where you where did you come from, and they said California. Oh, so that group maybe 10 people, they come from America.
Mm.
uh, and last and the next I like to describe a place called Enzi. Enzi means swallow. Swallow call mean a mouse or the entrance. Maybe here is a many hole on the rock because before many swallow like to stay on the hole on the wall of the wall. Because after in this Taroko Gorge was developed into a tourist attraction place, and the swallow didn't come back anymore because this Taroko Gorge is in the cross on the middle cross island highway, and we have many three or four cross island highway from west to east because Taiwan is a long island from north to to the south, and in between in the middle because three 3/5 of the area is a mountain in Taiwan. So in the middle there are why many mountain range. The, in the middle is the central mountain range, and in the right of the middle range in the Hualien and Hualien and Taitung area in the east, they had the Taitung coastal line mountain range, and in the left of the middle central mountain range is called the Yishan. Yishan means Jet mountain range, and beside the Jet range mountain is the Ali mountain range. We had to discuss about the Ali Sun, and we people like to see the sunrise. And because it in the middle, so they government build a cross island highway, so they must cut into the Jeddah Mountain Highway and the Central Mountain Highway and the Taidong and the Taidong Coastal Line Highway. And that highway from Taichung to Hualien, and another is from南投 in the Hewan Mountain area. They join together with the Taichung, and in maybe 8 years ago we had a 9.21 earthquake, very big, very big earthquake. So the middle the cross middle highway was collapsed until now, not completed fixing. Yeah, so people like to cross from west to the Taroko gorge, they must from the Lanto, they cannot from Taichung, that is collapse. And the other people can come from Taipei to the Suhua Highway and to the Hualien, and from Hualien to the Taroko gorge. And people in the south must go to the Pingdong and cross the south cross island highway and to the Taidong and keep to Hualien and enter the Taroko gorge. And and this the main river and the land river, because they have many small river, but at the end they join to the Liwu River, and the Liwu River go into the Pacific Ocean, and and the rock on the wall of the Liwu River bend, they have some party hot, and some are higher and some are lower, but they are really oddly. Uh, the people explain why they have such poor hole, because the river is not straight. They some places they had the bend or curve, and the water who in the bending place, they hit the water hit the ore, and so make the rock ore form a hole. And so the higher mean this more order, because the river bed become deeper and deeper, and so the waterfall at the different home in the different time they had the different height. Yeah. And near the very good place is in near the Taroko Gorge is called Tenxiang, and Tenxiang is a big place of people to take research, because in the Tenxiang they have many hotel, and even had the Catholic church. At the first time I into the Tenxiang, I stay in the Catholic church. Yeah. Mm, and near the Tenxiang, they had the tower. So that tower is called Changchun Xinhuan, like a tower they call the Xinhuan, because it OCP the people die because building this highway. They must because the rock is very hard, so they must hit some hole and bury the dynamite to exploit it. But unfortunately, many people was killed, and the people was killed. The government built a shrine there to respect or people to worship them. Yeah, and before the very famous spring that is in the river too. And before I been there one time, but later it was closed. Maybe also due to the 921 earthquake and the rope, the 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 rope, the loop to go to there also collapsed. So government don't rebuild it, so it cannot people cannot reach it, the spring. Yeah, and one tree I I I can see it. Last time I've been to, when people go to the Tenxiang, they can see it is in the right side. They can see the cliff. The cliff is very high. They call the cliff is 700 750 meters high, and in the cliff is like a vertical, but at the high of the 500 place, they make a trail, and the nano place in this usually the nano place is in that cliff, because the trail may be 6.2 kilometer. So some are big and wider, but some are very narrow. The narrow place only 19 19 90 century, and so the government put some rope on the cliff for people to hold on the rope, and if people don't pay attention, or maybe they are fallen into the cliff, and they must be killed. Yeah, because the cliff is 500 meters high. Yeah, and do you know the 101 building in Taipei? That's very famous.
I'm sorry,
So
what is it again?
101 because it's 101 floor, the
Oh, I
building.
think I've heard of that.
Yeah,
Yes.
so this
Mm.
cliff, this cliff is higher than the 101 building.
Oh.
Yeah, because 101 maybe only 550, where this is 750 high. Yeah,
Wow.
and the cliff and the trail is where is on the height of the 500 meters high, and that's equal to the 101 buildings high. And so people are afraid of the height. How do you call that? That kind of person may not suitable to pass this trail. Yeah, and why people building this trail? It is a little ironical, because it is built by the Japanese, because from 1895 to the end of World War II, 1945 or 50 years, Taiwan was ruled by the Japanese, and where most of the people had no choice to be ruled by some Aboriginal. They live in the high mountain. They don't like to be ruled by the Japanese, so they are hiding in a very deep, very inner part of the mountain. and the Japanese hire engineer to build this the trail in the cliff, in the especially in the cliff. They find out it is impossible to make make a trail on the cliff, so they get up and they come back. And later, Japanese government continue hiring the Aboriginal and to build this trail. And it's ironical because the Japanese like to build this trail to attack the Aboriginal because they don't like to be ruled by the government, and government also hired the Aboriginal to build this trail to attack their people, and and they had. Okay, I think only 3 minutes left, so I'd like to have your comment. Also, I have many, many to talk. Okay.
That's okay. Okay, so in the Philippines, we also have gorges, but our gorges are not as popular as our beaches
Oh,
and waterfalls.
mm,
And we also have tunnels in the Philippines.
mm,
Usually, our tunnels here that our tourist attractions are Japanese tunnels.
uh-huh,
Okay. Yes, these are the tunnels that were done by the Japanese during the Japanese occupation in the Philippines.
mm,
And you also mentioned uh, your very tall building in Taiwan, but
uh-huh,
in my country,
mm,
the tallest building is only 66 floors.
60 floor.
So
Mm,
just 66, yes. So
mm,
that would be 1,043 feet.
mm,
So it's it's nothing compared to your 101 building
uh-huh,
in Taiwan.
uh-huh,
Okay. And as for your presentation,
mm,
um, some corrections. Instead
mm,
of saying many people was killed, it should be many people were killed
mm,
because your subject is people, which is plural. So you
mm,
should also use the plural form of the verb.
mm,
And instead of saying in the right side, it should
mm.
be on the right side
On the right side.
because the preposition on is used to indicate the location or
Mm,
position
mm,
of something or someone. So you would say on the right side or on the left side. So we
mm,
use on
mm,
with left side or right side.
mm,
But overall, you did a great job as usual. So keep up the good work, and you gave lots of very interesting information that would, make tourists happy if they heard about the things you said. So
mm.
keep up the good work, and also have a good night.
Okay,
So
thank
stay
you.
safe and happy.
Okay, see you next time. Okay.
Yes, see you next time. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Bye
Bye
bye. Bye bye.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.